Why do you feel a lack of peace and inner calm, and instead you are consumed with worry or fear? Why do you feel emotionally in pain? Maybe you feel rejected, maybe you feel not wanted or not loved the way you are. Or maybe you're experiencing a lack of fulfillment, a lack of happiness within yourself because you are looking to other people too much. You know, all of those dilemmas, all of those emotional inabilities to feel at peace, in love and in joy have one core reason. And that is we are identified with our little me, with the ego self, with a mind that keeps telling us what to do, what to think, how to be. And it doesn't listen to our inner feelings, our inner voice, our heart's desires. The mind keeps on dismissing what our heart wants. Oh no, you can't do that. That's too difficult. You will never succeed. Nobody's ever succeeded with this, or nobody's ever achieved this. And you get bombardment from the mind all the time, unless you are learning to become more aware. You see, all emotional suffering or inabilities, fears and worries are stemming from the ego mind that feels separate from other people, from your own heart, from love, joy and peace, because it hangs out in a separate container, like a comfort zone, we call it often. That is a realm full of thoughts, full of beliefs from the past and assumptions and uninvestigated ideas that we keep perpetuating. And therefore, it never changes. We are stuck in this comfort zone. We are stuck in this mental realm of the ego mind. We are identified with it. We even think most of the time that we are the emotion that we are experiencing, or that we are the thought that the mind is telling us. You know, a very nifty little thing the mind comes up with is it wants to understand. It wants to understand why you might be feeling a certain way. And therefore it analyzes. Therefore it goes into the nitty-gritty of all the thoughts, of all the ideas that it comes up with. But really, it distracts you from being real and present and authentic. We don't really need to understand everything. Sometimes it's helpful, sure. But most of the time, it's much more valuable to listen to our feelings, because they are the real barometer of our hearts and of the wisdom that the body has. Our bodies don't lie when they tell us, be careful of that person. They give you maybe an uncomfortable feeling when you are going into an interview, that your mind thinks this job is going to be fantastic for you, but your body keeps telling you this is not a good person to be with. So there's the dilemma. We are not listening to our true self, and instead we keep listening to our mind. This is something we all have. This is something we've even been taught to do. We've not been taught to investigate whether what we are thinking or believing is actually true. So the number one tool that we must use if we want to live our lives from love and peace and joy is the tool of truth. Hey, welcome to Living Life from Love. I am Cummins. I'm a spiritual guide, an energy healer and an old soul. And I'm here to help you to become more aware so that you can wake up out of the egoic mind identification. I want to help you to remind yourself who you truly are again and again, and help you, guide you to come back to your own heart, to your own joy and your own love that is always within you. And the second tool is love, and those two are very close together, because we cannot live in lack or in worry or in fear when we are following our love, our true innate ability to know what's right and good for us. And the last tool that I always use with myself and my clients is presence. To actually come back into our bodies and not to listen to the mind chatter that keeps on going on, because it always distracts us. We need to get out of that and let it all go, basically. It's almost like wiping off the mental background noise and tune out of it, and instead have a clean whiteboard with nothing on it, and to just feel, what does our body say? What does our heart say? What would we love to do if we could do anything? Now, if you want to learn to actually disidentify from your ego mind and come back out of that little comfort zone that you've lived in, and come back to your true, vast, infinite self that's connected to all that is, subscribe to my channel to get more inspiration on a weekly basis that helps you to live your life from love, peace, and joy, instead of mind chattering, limiting beliefs, false ideas and thoughts and assumptions. Let me know if you've got any questions that you would like to ask, and I would be very happy to make a video about your issue. And if you want to learn more about how to truly love yourself and how to use my 3 principles of love, truth, and presence, watch this video here that's coming up next to really help you to understand the foundation that you need to know in order to love yourself and be true to yourself. Until next time, don't forget to love yourself no matter what.